Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and anyone watching at home. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Cast. This is actually the last episode of Meet the Cast. It makes me sad. Well, if they're watching somewhere not at home, they better not be fucking driving. Unless they're just listening, which is okay. But yes, I realize that they can't actually hear you yet. Bear with me. Boop. There you go. User back. So yes, this is the last episode of Meet the Cast. I intend to continue doing the weekly segments. They will be called Beat the Meat. Yep. Hence the fact that it's spelled meat as an M-E-A-T. Fun. So today I am joined by F and Michi, I think.
Yep, she's here.
There she is. So, yeah, welcome. And of course, we've got Fuck Nugget over there as the voice of chat.
Hello.
So, I'm going to make a wild assumption that you did not watch the other two Meet the Guests.
No, we listened to a few minutes of it just to see what the questions were about.
Who
So
did you
we,
listen to?
because we weren't sure if it was supposed to be, if it was about us or the characters.
Both.
So we kind of figured that out.
It's both. Don't worry, there's nothing too invasive. Maybe. I haven't said yet.
I have to neuralize everyone after it's over.
Yeah, because Agent F doesn't exist.
We straight up don't exist, no names and no fingerprints. And now we've got copyright stricken.
No. It wouldn't be the first time. It would not be the first time. Last time was actually while I was playing Grand Theft Auto, and it's because I got in a car and the radio was on.
Last one I got was
It's the landmine
Formula One.
minefield.
Intro music?
No, it copyright striked me for the gameplay because it claimed that I was showing an actual race because I used the replay camera.
Well, obviously they never watched you drive.
Exactly.
Oh, that was a dick move.
I mean, in the F1 games, that is very much true. Yes, chat can also ask questions.
Maybe. So yeah, care to introduce yourselves and your character?
What? I'm Agent F. My character currently, until the moment it dies, is Thassa Revan, which is a Banneret fighter. What about you?
I'm Michi and my character's Tail Gear.
No, that's the other.
Which one?
That's the other campaign. We're doing Sunday. The
You're
Sunday
gonna ask
campaign.
me about a character that I've only met for the 3 seconds it took for me to pick after I died?
Pretty
Yes,
much.
That is something I do want to touch upon. The,
Alright,
the
I guess-
unfortunate death of.
I guess I'm Legion. The Gith cleric. I think he's a cleric.
Chat
You are
has a
indeed a
question
cleric.
already, but I don't know what the question is yet.
Huh? Is he a cleric?
You
Yes.
are indeed a cleric, yes.
Oh, okay.
And she's been playing D&D for all of what 3 weeks? 2 weeks, 3 weeks now.
Ooh. Now I feel even worse for the fact that you died. Not bad enough to undo it, but still pretty bad. So yeah, let's just start with that one. You got what, 2 sessions and then you died?
Was it 2 sessions or was it just
I
one?
died on the second session.
Okay.
1.5 sessions, and then yeah, you had an unfortunate incident involving a fridge and a ring,
Yeah.
and yeah, after that, Tabby sort of died, which is really, really unfortunate.
She sure saw the shiny.
In the arms of an angel.
It'd be like that.
But yes, So I actually felt really bad because I know that in both campaigns you were really happy that you had a tabaxi, and then you died,
And then I died.
and then you died.
And then I died. I almost killed myself in the other one too.
There's been a few. Like
I was gonna too close again.
So most of the questions are about the campaign. There are some about yourselves. One has just been answered. How long have you been playing D&D? 3 weeks. I think that's a new record here. So,
Yeah.
F, how long have you been playing D&D?
Oh man, how long has it been now? Like 9 months, something like that. When did we start? This is my first actual D&D campaigns was with you. So.
Oh, was that apples?
Yeah.
That was over a year ago. Bear with me, and I can probably get an exact date.
I guess whenever the group was started.
Well, he's got like so many groups.
Well, yeah, we moved halfway.
Hmm.
Could actually probably.
I'm actually looking on that particular. I think they deleted it.
I think it was. Oh, because it was after.
It looks as if it's been deleted. Okay, right. Really easy way for me to find out because it was when I first created. Okay, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
1 year, 6 months, and 25 days.
There you go.
Really?
That is when I created D&D Beyond and made Tarek.
Well.
Oh, I guess you could have.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought it was after COVID started. I guess not.
No, we started before COVID.
Excuse me, the what? You mean the cuckoo?
Oh yeah, we can't mention that on Twitch, right?
What, COVID? We're not on Twitch.
Oh, that's right. We're on.
We are on YouTube.
We can't do it on YouTube either.
No, we're gonna get the little medication
You're
info
gonna get
underneath.
that little infographic now.
We're also set as an 18 plus. They can't fucking touch me. But yes, it has been a lot longer than.
Wow, longer than I thought.
I cannot open your profile on D&D Beyond.
Why?
Because it just keeps opening up your character page. Rude.
Huh.
Like, I can't even message you.
Well, see, while you're trying to figure that out, chat would like to know the original story, or the story behind the original Vassal Revan.
Well, originally, I still had the UA version of the Psy Warrior, which was Psy Knight back then, I think. And it was going to be that. And I actually just typed out letters to try to make a name. And that's where that so came from. And actually, no, I just did that for both names. And then I realized that it was like Basso Revan. And I'm like, how appropriate for a Jedi from Wish. Because Revan is, if anyone's played Knights of the Old Republic, was the Jedi / Sith.
I thought it was So Raven, the chubby girl that's in See the Future.
Well, it turned out to be a reference to that, but it's Revan. Revan is the basically. Well, I don't want to give it away in case anyone still wants to play that game. It's a good game.
They're a central character in the Knights of the Old Republic game, yeah.
Yeah, and he's basically was a Jedi that got turned into who fell to the dark side, but then I think eventually came back, and was at the time was probably known as the most powerful Jedi or Sith that existed for quite a period of time. But that was entirely by accident. But I was like, wow, how perfect the name. And then turned out we had to roll for our subclass or whatever. And I rolled a banner instead. So I had the perfect name and the wrong character.
It was supposed to be a bit of fun. I wasn't expecting it to completely and utterly screw you over. I do apologize.
It was fun for you.
The only thing is, I would really love to get that UA version back because they nerfed the amount of times you can use your powers.
Is it not on Legacy?
I don't know. I don't
It
even know how to
might
access it.
It might even be in Homebrew.
Huh. I don't know, I guess I'll have to look for it the next time I need to make a character. Because I really like just how the dice would either break or reform depending on your rolls. Because even if you didn't get to use like technically a full power roll every time, you still got to use it more often, which getting a power that you can only use like 4 times or something in between rests is nice, but for your entire subclass, that doesn't really seem to be.
It seems a bit under.
Is that your opinion on this?
Yeah.
There you go. Well, she said it best.
Okay.
She is snacking.
Excuse me.
She drinks seltzer water.
I literally just woke up. I woke up. Absolutely, we could do the interview in like 10 minutes. What the fuck are you talking? I haven't even eaten. I just woke up. What the fuck? No one in this home has eaten. We gotta do the interview, Michi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have been a member on D&D Beyond for 1 year and 9 days.
Damn.
Well, that was the character?
No, your entire profile.
For how long?
1
A
year
year.
and 9 days. Member since the 29th of the 3rd, 2020. Still before COVID.
That's weird because, like, I've had this account like for years. I just never actually got to do anything with it.
Okay, I can only go by what I've got. Agent _ F is what's come up.
Yeah,
I actually sent you a follow because make it easier.
Member for 1 year and 9 days. That's weird. Huh.
Unless you had.
Did I make a new profile? No. Did I make a new profile? 3/29/2020. That sounds about right. Oh, maybe I did make maybe I made a new account then. No, it's my D&D. It's the Roll20 account that I had already. That's why I'm so confused. Yeah, no, okay. I made this one for this. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
You made it for my campaign.
Yes. That's
So
now I got it. I was thinking of my Roll20 account.
if you've been playing, if that campaign was the first one with me,
Yes.
we have been playing D&D for 1 year and 9 months.
There we go.
5 days. Woo was.
Which is technically after COVID started. So I was right.
No.
We were both right.
COVID was April. Maybe.
No, it started a couple weeks after coming into March.
Our lockdown started like in
March.
around halfway through March.
And
Still.
Because we had someone who literally a doctor who went to a conference in China and then brought it back to our area specifically.
What a dick. We're here for a conference to talk about the coronavirus. Oh, wait, here we go. Have a sample.
It wasn't even about that. It was completely unrelated.
So that is very ironic. But yeah, so holy shit. That means I have been DM for 1 year.
Dun, dun, dun. Happy anniversary.
That is 6 months longer than I was a player. Wow. But
Gaming before you started playing.
but fucking tell me about after the campaign that was in question. After that, I knew I could do a better job, so I went with it. Step 1 was not simping. Although simping wasn't a word back in those old days. White knighting. AFG, you're remembered. But so yeah, it's been a while. Jesus. So
we're all D&D old now.
well, fucking tell me about it. I'm just waiting for the new editions to start coming out. So we're like, back in 5th edition, we didn't have any of your fancy.
Oh, they're talking about a new one coming out.
See, I don't want
They're
to
working
make
on it.
with the amount of money I've spent on D&D Beyond to have it.
Yeah, I know. It's like the new edition would have to be like completely amazing.
It would
for
be very much the same as every other
everyone
edition.
spent it. No way.
Every other edition's done it. You get people that are like, I'm gonna have. I'm just gonna run 3.5. I'm just running 3.5.
Yeah.
Mate, 5th
I would
edition's
think
now
probably new people who were thinking about getting into it would go for the new one,
That's what
and the
happens.
people who've already invested in the old one would just stay with that for at least a good while.
From what I've heard, everyone gets the fuck off of 4th. No, I don't know anyone that plays 4th edition.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone really praising 4th edition. I don't know anything.
2 and 1. Not so much 3, and never 4. And the people that like 3.5 don't like 5e.
Yeah, it's like seems to be like a
Then again, 5e was made to be
matter of
accessible.
preference. Yeah.
Now, in fact, Jack, you're here for a reason.
Yes.
Jack.
He said yes.
No,
We didn't say anything else.
he's here to ask the questions that are in chat.
Yeah, but you were talking, so I was waiting for a gap.
Okay, I'm giving you the gap.
Is it just this campaign or overall?
To be fair, this is if the Saturday campaign is what, the second one I've run.
Oh no, that the Saturday one. Oh yeah, well technically yeah, because there was we broke the first.
It's not even so much that you broke it. You broke it in such a way that I could not fix it. I was inexperienced at the time. I'll give you that. I was just a shy young DM. And
oh, we screwed up. Let's be honest.
To the BB.
We screwed it up.
We're going to kill your friends and you. Can we
We
have
never-
some tea, please?
We didn't do it that way though. We're just like, yeah, we're looking for this guy.
We're going to
And,
kill these 4 people and this big guy. And
We said we have to like defeat him to go home.
yeah,
We didn't literally just go, yeah, we're gonna kick this guy's ass. But we did a kind of a like a confused, nicer way. We didn't literally just go, yeah, we need to murder this guy.
you pretty much.
I mean, we did it in nicer words, though.
Yes, you worded it nicely. I mean, there is that.
We still just stupidly told him.
You told him everything. The reason we don't jump ship to
No one
Pathfinder
remembered it.
is because 1, I have none of the source material, and 2, I have seen the Tarrasque's siblings that are only available in Pathfinder, and I will kill you all. Because one of them is literally a giant beetle.
Megalon.
That is why we don't switch over to Pathfinder. I don't trust myself.
Megalon.
Chat is asking why not 4th, and another
Nobody-
person in chat
Oh,
is
wait,
saying I like 4th.
Oh. No,
Before you say because no one likes 4th.
nobody
found-
likes 4th. Wonder who likes fourth? Give me 2 seconds. If you look at that list of characters directly under my name, there's the person that likes fourth. Fuck that person. Because fourth is trash. And that's a shame. Because he's great. But his taste is trash.
Oh. Really?
Oh, okay. Right. That makes more sense. Although I thought fifth was simplified. This would have been so much easier if we could have just like dragged him into this. But anyway, while he's typing, yeah. So we've been playing for over a year and a half. Right. This is biased. Michi, you can answer if you like, but it would very much just be an ego boost for me.
Okay.
Because you've been playing for like 3 weeks and you're in 2 campaigns and both of them are mine.
Yeah.
F. Favorite campaign?
It's I don't know. I like them all. It's hard to actually pick one. I guess. Although the one shots are where you can just be crazy and do crazy things.
That's just what I figured you would say. That.
So I think although actually the Sunday campaign is kind of like a one shot that just keeps going.
You mean like Sleepy's one shots?
Yeah.
Sleepy is an excellent DM.
Sleepy makes any campaign like so much more entertaining too, because he's doing goofy things.
Sleepy is a great DM. The only
Doing
problem is
goofy shit.
he overvalues the intelligence of his players. Like he will write out something, and in his mind, yeah, everything's very straightforward. It'll only take about 3 hours. 5 hours later, that Easter one shot that we just had is literally.
I actually meant as a player. He just makes everything more entertaining.
Oh yeah,
His characters when he comes in.
he's brilliant.
I miss Sneak. Poor Sneak.
Oh, Sneak.
He went too soon. And this quest for pants.
Yeah. To be fair, well, you shouldn't. You should not believe in this. That is your problem. You have woke up and chose disappointment.
It's 3 a week you do, isn't it?
I currently do 3 a week, yes. I have Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday. I used to have Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
He went too soon.
Tuesday. I used to have a lot more. I DM Tuesday and Saturday, Sunday. I used to do a streamed game on Thursday with people from Twitter. No, I tell a lie. I ran a game on Thursday for one of the players on Saturday. She'd asked me to do it. That one fell apart at New Year. Although she got a boyfriend out of it, so good for her. F actually knows.
That's how that works. Yeah, that's how that works.
That's totally how it works. The Friday was a streamed game with people from my other voice stuff on Twitter. That came to a natural conclusion with a streamed fight against a Tarask, and they dominated it. Good on them. Yeah, the Monday game was again streamed, but not by me. That fell through because the DM had a lot on his plate, like way more than one should be expected to be able to run a game on, and had to focus on other things, which good, because his other things are fucking awesome. What I will do is have a chat with him at some point and ask if he doesn't mind if I promote his work. If so, you'll find a link in the description. Great guy. Like, really great guy. We actually had a shirtless picture face-off for that campaign to see if we would be allowed multiple magic items at the start. It was me versus him, and it was very fucking close. If I won, we got an extra magic item each. If he won, I started as a race that I didn't know, 3 levels below everyone with no gear. It was a calculated risk, and I suck at math. But yeah. So, Michi, what has been your
Yeah.
favorite part about the campaign so far?
Of this campaign?
Of course.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. Probably the cards.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. The random cards
Even-
are random.
Even when I devolved back to level 3.
Even
I-
on my
I still have a stat boost though, so it's still I was still on the positive side.
I was going to bring that up. I was waiting for someone to mention the cards, but I was going to bring that up. But how did you, like, that hurt me to do, by the way.
that hurt you to do.
I
Oh.
would have rather just killed you than what you got. What you got was bullshit. Like, ridiculous.
I still kept that stat boost though, so
You did, Jess.
there was still I didn't completely go back to the beginning.
It's still quite painful
Yeah.
to go from level 6 to level 4 to level 6 to level 16 to level 3. That's painful. So your favorite part so far has been the cards.
Yeah, I probably because you never know what's going to happen. It's always random, and I get in this particular thing. You're not quite as invested in your character as in a regular campaign because we still don't know when they're because you just die and then click you're back with another one. So you feel more free to take the risks. To just, if I die, I die. Whereas I'm very attached to Jarnor, so I play it safe with him in the other campaign.
Sleepy, I'm stealing that idea. And yeah, what to do is if you jump in, I'll create a bit just for you to talk about both. I'm happy to do that. Just let me get through the questions with these two, and then by all means, get your ass in here.
He's already in here.
Then he can hear me tell him to get his ass in. It's convenient as fuck. But yeah,
get your ass in here.
The whole not being attached to your character, which was something I was hoping for. It's why everything was like roll for your subclass and only use the characters that are available. Because Jarnor, let's take Jarnor. Jarnor is your character on Saturday.
Yeah.
Jarnor has been your character on Saturday for over a year. Across 2 different campaigns. He has died like 12 times. Back.
That many times.
Well, let's see. You've died 3 times at the start of the current campaign.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of those.
Oh no, not permadeath.
Yeah.
You've had some nasty shit. You've went through different patrons. Things have gone to hell for him.
Yeah.
You've had highs and he is an awesome character.
Been a journey. It's a journey.
And there's an Eldritch Blast for every step. So yeah, like I can understand fully being attached to a character. I unfortunately never got the chance for that because, well, you were there for that first campaign.
Yeah.
That flimsy wooden wall is still, I'm still salty about that. Like, session 1, I end up with no money or gear because I can't acid breath through a flimsy wooden wall and then hurl my 7-foot self at it. Yet all the fucking peasants in the bar can knock me through it. No rolls, no checks, no saves. Sus. But yeah. So, like, I didn't have a great start with characters. Turk was supposed to be someone I would be able to enjoy playing. ended up getting retired so that I could make a min-max character just so that I had a chance of, doing anything. And I get shafted for that. Rightly so. I min-maxed. I got shafted for that. It happens. But yeah, Jonor has been around for a while. So it will be a sad day if he decides to die.
Yeah.
So,
But with Revan, that's so Revan.
you don't give a
It's been a while that he's one of what two people's characters who haven't died yet.
Technically, there's three,
Still.
but still not sure what's happening with the third player. But there is Kara, Vassal.
Oh yeah.
Not Rihanna. Renea.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
started.
Right. Yeah, she hasn't played in weeks.
Yep. But yeah, you and Kara are the only people who have not. Oh yeah, died like bitches for no reason. I say that with the two main culprits. The two main culprits. Just so you don't feel like I'm including you in that, Michi. I'm talking about those two.
Okay.
You know what? I make daft decisions and I lose characters all the time.
Well, yes, on the
It's-
Tuesday campaign, you're on your like fourth character.
It's about to be fifth.
How so?
It's already planning to die again.
Are you
No.
planning to die or retire?
I'll speak to you about it
No.
later.
But yes, normally I don't have a massive turnout of player deaths, but this campaign I knew I was gonna. Now, as soon as the deck of far too many things with death cards are in it, or big
I mean, this
buttons.
campaign is just built for it.
Oh yeah. Now, Michi,
Yeah.
Tabby died.
Yeah,
Shall we say
that
less than dignified death.
that's undignified.
Now, what would have happened was
Uh-huh.
you took the ring out of the box. Had you
Yeah.
used perception? Had you even asked to look at it? Had you done anything? I would have told you it got slightly warmer in your hand,
Uh-huh.
but you put it straight in your pocket. And of course,
It just wandered off.
yeah. So by the time you realised it was too late, and then it didn't really come to the rescue very much.
Oh, those rolls were terrible.
Yeah.
Did I roll like 10 times
He rolled,
and I couldn't get a
rolled
saving roll?
2 each time.
The worst bit is, had you just went for the strength option, you would have got that 12 like 3 times.
Yeah.
And Sleepy could have then healed.
I should have went for it, but I was like, oh.
I'm getting the next one. I'm getting it. So was Tabby your first character?
Define first character because I did the Christmas.
Yeah.
I did the Christmas one shot, and I was Jesus, which was beautiful.
But like, I know that Tabby and Metal Gear.
Yeah.
That like they're your first proper character.
Well, Metal Gear was the proper one that actually like picked what class or whatever.
But these have been your first like proper characters.
Yeah, I guess so.
How did it feel to die in this?
I'm already died. I don't know. I'm usually very introverted and very cautious. And being introverted and cautious means you don't do anything and nothing happens. So I wanted stuff to happen. I wanted to get the ring and I wanted to see what it was going to do. And I wanted to open the fridge and I wanted to do everything. And then I died.
That is, yeah.
I was happy to die that way, actually.
With the ring. You wish you had lived.
Exactly.
So I'm going to ask one more question before Jack interrupts me. Now, the campaign did take a slightly darker turn. You may have heard Sleepy basically noping the fuck out upon realizing a couple of things.
Yeah.
Were you surprised at all, in any way, shape, or form?
Was I surprised about what? About the dark turn?
Yeah.
So when I joined the campaign, everything already happened, and I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what to expect, except for stories about the silliness and the horny ass campaign you guys were playing. So I guess in that sense, I was surprised to see the go from missing pants to death dungeon. So I guess it was a surprise.
And what about you, F?
I mean, I guess it was. I was like, wow, this took a turn, but I guess it wasn't. It was. I think it was kind of noticed it was kind of creeping more serious as we went along. So it wasn't a big shock as much. It was like, wow, we're changing that much. Okay. Because it didn't, it didn't go from complete, like, I kind of felt the tone shift as we went into that house. And it's like, something's up in here. This ain't something weird. Something is wrong.
No.
Which I was actually more shocked than when we met up with the guys, like, oh yeah, just fine, go do whatever. Like, what? That seems sus.
No,
Complete.
everything is sus, you had more of a inkling that it was going to happen than anyone else did. But I don't know if you'll remember it. Do you remember? You'll have to cast your mind back. I need some twinkling effects in here. Do you remember your dragon in the first campaign I ran?
Oh yeah, the group.
The session where Pui went out flying with the dragon.
Yeah, vaguely.
So, like, you're aware that bad shit does happen.
Yeah.
So, like, you had an inkling.
Yeah.
Jack had the biggest inkling because he actually knows me. Like, yeah, yeah. Jack, were you surprised?
No, I was not surprised, but I wasn't expecting it at that exact point in time. I was surprised at the timing, but not that it happened.
I believe you have some questions.
Yes, I have 3 questions here. First one is specifically to F, and it's what's your favorite race and class?
Well, I haven't played many of either, actually. Almost every one of my characters has been a human so far.
This is really goddamn refreshing, by
variety. What is the? I was the East. We did an Easter one shot. That Sleepy DM'd, where I was finally not a human. I was a halfling, but I don't know. I guess I don't really have a favorite because, to be honest, I try to. Since I'm not as versed with the lore, since I've only been playing for a year, I don't really know how to roleplay other races. So I basically pick by what has a bonus that goes good with the class that I pick.
The practical builder.
Well, because I can't pick for RP because I don't know how. So I got to pick for some reason. As for the classes, right now, during the one shot, I picked Artificer Armorer, which I did not realize before until the moment I decided to pick that it was basically making Iron Man armor.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And that was kind of fun, although, I only got to play for one.
Next time Sleepy's running a one shot. The character is still very much there.
Yeah, it's still there. So, I did really enjoy that class, but I literally only played it for one session. But I'm gonna actually, for at least for right now, I'm gonna go with that artificer armor because that was really fun. And if anyone, because it was just gonna be a one shot, I literally named it Man DeLorean. 2 words.
What about
Question
you, Michi?
for
Just
Oh, mine's so much easier to answer than Ev's. Of course, I gotta go with the kitty Mew Mews.
I am
Uh-huh.
surprised at how unsurprised I am.
But in terms of class, I'm still unsure. However, it was a lot of. I've started being. I'm gonna keep calling it a berserker. I know it's not called berserker. What's it
Barbarian.
called?
Barbarian.
I keep calling it berserker.
Berserker is a type, but it's not your type.
Oh my god, it's so cool. They just rolling 29s to attack shit. That is so cool.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It feels so good. I realized I craved violence this whole time.
I crave violence. And she's got the wild magic.
Yeah.
So it's going to do something weird every time.
Yeah.
the next question is: if you could make a magic item, what would it do?
Me.
Huh.
Alright.
What? If I could make a magic item, yeah. Do you know how much easier life would be?
How would that work?
That would have been a totally
Well-
different campaign, though.
No, I
Alright,
think
well-
this is the right campaign for that. Let's just say what happened to Sneak, but with slightly less death.
So basically, if you could make a magic item in D&D, you would make a bad dragon.
Oh my god.
For men. No, I wouldn't. It would be one of those thrusting machines. But it would be compact. It would be easy to store. And
Oh
I would
my god.
attach a shiv to it. And then just have it at the door, so every time the door opened, it shivved you. That.
I've lost my train of thought.
Magic
When I was
item.
trying to put, I actually was trying to find. When I was making my artificer, for some reason it wouldn't. It won't let you infuse even though the text specifically says that you can do it. D&D Beyond won't let you infuse the gauntlets. So I must have wasted like 4 hours trying to make an item that would do that, or simulate that in some fashion.
Infuse the gauntlets with what?
What is it? The infusion.
Because you can infuse gauntlets.
Yeah, but D&D doesn't have an option to do it.
It does.
It doesn't?
Give me 2 seconds. Now, unbeknownst to you, but knowns to me. Fun. I spent a lot of time as an artificer with an NPC called Claire. Claire was by far.
Captain
That was
Australia.
beknownst to me.
Pardon?
That was beknownst to me.
But unbeknownst to others. But beknownst. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Claire. Declare. Where the fuck is Claire? Why do I not have Claire? Welcome to all of. Oh, you absolute smegma monkey.
Smegma.
There he is. I found him. We're good. I found him. So, with Artificer. I need to put his level up because he's not high enough level for that one. Let's go bump. Infusions. I want to infuse a bicycle. What was it you were trying to infuse it with?
The gauntlets, they're part of your armor. They're not an actual item. They just kind of exist as a theory.
Okay, it depends on what you're trying to put in them.
I ended up finding it. Originally I'd tried to do them manually, and it would just keep going no and just undoing the numbers until I found out there was like, I think some random switch wasn't turned on for homebrew or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it allowed me to do it 5 hours after I started.
So that would have been the end of the stream. Yeah, that stream was almost 5 hours long. That was like, oof.
No, this was before we started.
So, you go to the infusion you're wanting to add.
Yeah, but it's not an item though. It doesn't show up on the list.
Currently at infusion limit. What the fuck? Probably off a long rest. Yeah, confirm, done. So what you do is you go to choose. What the fuck do you mean? I am literally just wait. No, what the I am going to stab you in the face, D&D Beyond. There we go. So, wait. You ready? You got the infusion white button. No infusion selected. Choose an infusion. We want okay, that requires a suit of armor. So what you do is you find the one that doesn't require a full suit of armor. That requires a ring. So yeah, it depends on what you're trying to put on it. There is something specifically requiring gauntlets, and that's where it comes from. It also means that your unarmed strikes are magical.
Yeah. Well, I have the infiltrator armor, so it's basically there's like a jewel that just either goes on your chest or on your gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't select that thing because it doesn't actually exist as far as D&D Beyond is concerned.
For the most part, that one is.
And they admit that because I went and looked it up on their forum. They're like, yeah, we haven't done that yet. They're like, well, people have been yelling for like a year to add it. They're like, well, why would that be useful though? Because it's how the game works. That's how.
Why would that be useful? Because I want to specifically say I backhand a bitch with my jewels. Like, come on.
Well, no, mine is the one that actually fires lightning. Let's go.
Lightning, real lightning. And to answer that question, it's really simple. My favorite is a bugbear because I like long arms. You can give all of the hugs. And yeah, probably Artificer. I would, but not the armor one. For me, it has to be the artillery because I like the thought of carrying around a small cannon.
I started with that, but somehow it mutated into the armor one.
Run
I
around
was like,
with a
wait,
mini flamethrower. That's how I play Payday. You're laughing because it's true. But yeah. So Jack, next question.
Well, Michi, if you could create a magic item, what would it do?
Let's see.
Craft a magic item to make D&D Beyond work properly.
I think
Such a name doesn't like
in terms of like practicality and like doing cool shit, I would make a magic item that like turns into a giant mech that I go into and shoot everything
That's basically
and explode. Excuse me, it's my question. Shut up.
That's a class.
That's basically the armor artificer
Oh my
class
God.
right there.
Well, okay. I could be any class and then have an item that allows me to do that.
You can.
Exactly.
You can just befriend an artificer.
Or this... I'm trying to answer this question, man. Okay, sure. Well, my second item, and I decided we're gonna have a second item, is some. You guys ever watch Naruto? You know how there's like genjutsu or whatever, like the brain magic, where like
illusion magic.
Yeah, I want to have
That's a thing.
an illusion magic item that like just makes everyone be nice to me.
Charisma. That is what charisma is.
That's charisma.
No, I'm gonna have an item that makes everyone tell me that I'm right and awesome all the time.
Again, we're still in the art that actually exists. It is called.
Oh my god!
Like, no, these are good things. The fact that what you're naming is real, like already.
It means you can actually do this.
Yeah, but no one's provided me the item or resources to craft the item that makes everyone be nice.
You ain't craft. Like, I can tell you now, you ain't crafted it. It's just not possible.
No.
I'm sure is it a necklace? No.
Uh-huh. Like if there was like a little Furby I can put in my backpack and then it turns into a giant mech that I can ride.
Eyes of Charming. These crystal lenses fit over the eyes. They have 3 charges. While wearing them, you can spend 1 charge to cast Charm Person.
Alright, is there a Furby magic item that can turn into a giant mech that once giant I can ride?
There is a metal tat for the artificers.
I said Furby. Is it a Furby?
It can be. That's
I've
been playing this game for like 3 weeks.
I know.
You guys are gonna be ask me a question.
See, that's the thing, though. You can do this.
No one's told me, hey, Michi, set me aside and be like, hey, Michi, you want this item that makes everyone nice to you? No one's ever said that to me. And now I feel offended.
Well, yeah, that... No, how it works. Yes, at least now you know they exist.
Now you can look for them.
No, the DM's gonna give me an item where everyone has to be nice to me. You're gonna give me an item that everyone's nice to me.
I could tell you something, but you
Alright, DM. Alright, you can DM me.
It's in the deck.
What number is it?
Right now, before the next draw,
because
they shuffle every draw. It is currently sitting at.
I really hope I drew that card.
It's currently the deck's been shuffled since you drew. I don't even know what you've got right now.
What I've got? I had a curse.
It's currently sitting at 85.
Oh shit! Alright.
I just need to roll.
Alright, okay, so I wish for a magic item that lets me pick the dice roll exactly where it wanted to land.
Oh no, you could also with a wish spell. So she pulls the wish spell.
A wish spell? Or my magic item is from infinite wish spells.
That doesn't work.
Oh, excuse me!
No, that does work.
It does? I thought it was part of the text. I thought it was actually part of the text. But then I guess I was just reading someone.
Sleepy, since you're here. I have a question for you. Because if it comes from you, they can't blame me.
I'll still make it blame you. That's okay.
What
I got you back.
If someone had the unlimited wish spell?
Oh my god, they would immediately die.
What? Really? Why?
Okay, so the way the wish spell works normally is someone waits for you to say the words. But if you have an unlimited wish spell, can you imagine you accidentally slipping words out?
Accidentally slipping words out?
You don't have to say I wish.
Exactly. Anything you want would happen. Could you imagine be like, man, I hate this guy. I wish he would die. And he just dies.
Yeah, but what if you knew ahead of time and then you like trained yourself?
There's no way to train for that because now,
I
like, I
see.
don't know about yourself, but when I mess up,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, just fucking kill me now. You would drop dead.
And it would happen, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't say that. I
It's like, oh,
Wait.
fuck me with the cactus.
I don't say with the cactus. I just say fuck me in general. So what
Suddenly
would
there's
fuck
a
me?
line of guys behind you. See,
Oh my
but
god.
here's the worst bit.
Yeah,
The worst bit.
you know, everyone that you wanted to compliment you, right?
Yep, you want everyone to like you. So here's the problem. The issue isn't even that one. Consecutive wish spells will kill you.
I didn't say consecutive. I said infinite.
Exactly. But if
Oh,
you get a
no.
permanent wish on,
So we keep happening.
so even if you immediately just started chanting, I want an egg,
What if I was a Kenku and I didn't know words?
you're fucked.
What would happen?
You would die. You would be fucked. Because you would say something
I
in
would
the wrong
repeat
tone.
something that someone
And that's
else.
Done. But no, Wish has a monkey paw effect for anything that's not copying a spell of 8th tier or
Oh
higher,
my god. Oh my god.
and it gets worse the more it is cast at one time. So, by your third or fourth egg, you've maybe got
Yeah.
a dragon's egg in front of you with the adult dragon wondering what the fuck you're doing. You wish that you had all of the money. Okay, yeah. Except now when 15 million gold falls from the sky on your head and a chunk,
Oh, honey.
yeah, it's gonna hurt. But like, you would die. Infinite wish spells would instantly kill you.
Oh,
One way or
wow.
another.
Damn, I take it back then. Jeez. Fine.
Just
I actually
Why
checked
are
up
you
with a magic
mixing
item for you,
about-
Michi, that that you would probably like.
Huh?
Are you accustomed to the Ring of Frogs?
The Ring of Frost? No. I
No,
had
the
a Ring of
Frogs.
Fire. Oh, the Ring of
Ring of
Frogs.
That, but cats.
Oh, does it make frogs come out of everywhere?
I
The Ring
I
of
told you
Frogs.
the ring. Every time when someone said ribbit, it would make more frogs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, think that, but cats.
Oh
okay,
my god.
here, let me point
Cat
something out.
Island in Japan.
Let's take Jarno for example. Not Jarno. F. F has little Marco. F has had
Oh.
little Marco for what, 2 days now?
Yeah.
F, when's the last time you fed little Marco?
You know, I was
I didn't
actually
know Marco
meaning to ask
existed.
what does a beholder eat?
Meat.
Oh, I guess I was been technically feeding him my rations.
Oh wow.
But you have
Technically feeding him.
what about
Gotta buy more rations.
when's the last time you interacted with him?
I guess when I asked him to go find out what was happening with
When was,
Ronald McDonald.
when's the last time you like trained him? Or you just done anything with him?
I don't know. I guess I actually no. I thought about like
I'm just gonna point out he is still a beholder.
yeah. No, I've never. Yeah.
Which means he could have neutralized that ring easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
I
I
learned about
I
this.
didn't know the powers of a beholder.
I didn't even know you had a beholder. You
Yeah,
never, because you never role played him into existence while I was there with you, so
Yeah,
I didn't
no.
even acknowledge his existence.
So yeah,
I should have read up on beholders.
now
Oh my god!
take this and add it to a ring that gives you unlimited cats. How many dead cats am I dealing with by the end of session? What, like 1 day?
What the fuck?
Like, okay, look at Evie, Kevin,
Yeah.
and the bat. The bat that was in her pocket for almost 3 days with no food or water. Kevin,
And I
who was
asked her. But
constantly
the sad
forgotten,
thing was, I asked her about that bat like 3 times,
but like
and then I forgot my own beholder.
Sleepy has a mimic around his neck, known as the beef.
They'll be
if Sleepy doesn't take care of the beef might just take care of him. You have a beholder that hides in your clothes. He will take care of you very quickly. So yes,
I'm just going to chime in real quick. Sleepy been feeding that thing every day.
You all say it. And then you just say it. So, Jack, did you have any more questions since Michi's magical items all actually exist?
Would it be cannibalism to eat the tabaxi if you're not also tabaxi?
Oh my god.
Someone is.
No, it would not be cannibalism. It would be highly frowned upon, but it's not cannibalism.
So you know, like in Minecraft, whatever you burn that was a thing, it turns into meat. It's just another meat, right?
Why is everyone so concerned with eating tabaxi?
I know. What the fuck?
It's only implied.
Oh my god.
If you could be a D&D race in real life, which one would you be?
Oh my god. I'm not answering this one.
I am assuming that this question excludes human.
Why? Why would it exclude human?
Because we're already human.
I basically am a hobbit in real life.
You are not a hobbit in real life.
But what if I wanted to remain human?
Then you shall be grung.
Well, my feet aren't hairy, but
Fuck that.
Well, if you're from Detroit, then you become human.
For me, it's simple. Bugbear. I've already got the stunning good looks. Just that additional 3 feet of height and 5 feet of arm length that'll do me. F, Michi? Well, Michi, would I be wrong in saying tabaxi?
You would not be wrong in saying tabaxi.
That was much.
You have a tail, whip it around, knock shit over with said tail. Claws.
All the fun bits.
Exactly.
And then you could sit and tell people that you have wares if they have coin.
Exactly.
What about
Also,
you?
Chaz clarified, not human.
I don't give a fuck about that sort of prejudice against humans. No, the question was, and this is directly at chat, the question was, a race from D&D. Human as a race. There's also variant human. It is a viable option. No discrimination. Unless you pick Grung. In which case, you're going to France. And a body.
Well, if you want to be a human, doesn't that imply you are not a human currently?
Well, no, it just means that you're happy being a human. I mean, if you look at all the races, elves live long. Orcs do not. Orcs are stronger. Grung are useless.
They're not that useless.
I hate the Grung. As a race, I hate the Grung.
Why?
I will tell you exactly why. The Grung have zero benefits to everything.
Yep,
Orcs
they have
are your
poison.
boss. They have mining and they have solid infrastructure. Elves, smart, magical, solid infrastructure. Humans, solid infrastructure. Every single race except Grung have solid infrastructure. Grung do not. There is nothing that you can only get specialized by Grung. They don't even make the best poison.
You could be a little froggy dude.
They're not even the best at what they do.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's what makes Grung good though. Is a challenge to play.
Yeah, they're the underdog.
From a game perspective, yes. It's like,
but yeah,
I don't
like
know.
I completely agree with everything Josh has just said.
Grung do not have any benefits outside of RP and combat.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do? Play as the best race and the best at everything in every single game? That'll get boring.
That's why I
Sometimes
chose.
you want to be a piece of bread that gets soggy.
That's why I chose Bugbear. Bugbear are fucking hideous. Yeah, I've already got that bit. No, but Bugbear are frowned upon. They are considered outcasts by the goblins, who are their people. But Bugbears are, by far, the best assassins.
Oh.
Yeah, they can assassinate you from down the block and you won't even know it.
Well, not even that. They have sneak attack without being a rogue.
Wow.
Like, they have built-in sneak attack.
I did not know
Their
that.
whole thing is about moving in the dark, moving fast, quiet. That reach, motherfucker can give you a hand job from 3 runes away. Who doesn't want that? But like, yes. So they are good at what they do, but they have massive downsides, and they're not really welcome at places. But they have a solid infrastructure. They are the assassins. Although, to be fair, I am going to have to change my answer. In one of Sleepy's campaigns, I did play a specific type of mimic, and that is definitely what I would be. Because or a gelatinous cube.
What you could be by being a mimic.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go. So you're all set.
Minted. I could be a bugbear, I could be a gelatinous cube. Nobody knows what I really look like.
I want to be a slime girl.
What type? Because there is many types. There's one called a black pudding.
Oh, okay. Never forget as.
Oh no, the one that
That's what I think.
just give me you will appreciate this. So, monster manual: aberration, beast, celestial, construct, dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, giant, humanoid, monstrosity. What the fuck? Rude. Okay, ooze. There it is. So, where is it? There it is. Black pudding. Black puddings are awesome.
What's a black pudding?
A black pudding is, imagine a gelatinous cube that decided it didn't want to be a cube anymore, and it woke up and chose violence. It ain't having none of your shit.
Oh.
And do you know what happens if you cut it in half?
It duplicates?
You now have 2.
Oh. Is there a spotted dick character?
Yeah, I could probably think so.
Oh god, I was just kidding.
That's alright. Now, are we talking about like a spotted penis, or are we talking about the dessert spotted dick?
The fucking dessert. What do you think we're talking about here?
Well,
I'm a cultured human. I don't think about penis.
You realize he does have your Twitter account linked in the drop down.
My one weakness.
okay, there it is. I have it. Swarm of quippers.
Wasn't a spotted dick a type of pudding, right? That's why I mentioned it. I thought it was being clever.
Yeah.
So
Spotted
pudding
dick is raisin and sponge.
Oh, could you be an edible gelatinous cube?
You could.
And you can eat yourself out of one?
Well, Pizza the Hut, he got locked in his car and ate himself to death. Is that where we're going?
No, well, to be fair, all gelatinous cubes are edible. I mean, you'll only
What?
eat once, but
What?
you could eat a gelatinous cube quite easily.
Yeah, but is it gonna cause me indigestion?
No, it's gonna kill you.
Oh.
You're literally eating acid, but yes, you could eat it. It's like you can drink lava, but only once.
Oh.
Tiberius was a spotted dick.
Oh.
So,
My middle button has stopped working.
any more questions? He has gone very silent. Does that mean that there's no more?
Wait, can I play as a black pudding?
I am currently working on a Monster Race one shot.
Ooh,
That sounds interesting.
It was something that me and Sleepy had actually talked about before. I think he'd mentioned he was going to do it, and I was also looking at it. There's only one issue with it.
Yeah.
It is not going to be a serious campaign. It is not going to be a serious one shot. It is literally going to be, you will have a challenge rating between 1 and 10 to pick some type of creature as a non-playable race. And basically, yous are gonna, get spawned in some random city. Just,
Yeah.
looking at taken from the D&D aspect and dropped into, I don't know, downtown Michigan. Nobody would really notice you at first because you kind of look in place. And
There are 2 questions remaining. Doesn't Jack have a pet too? No, not in this campaign. I do in the Tuesday campaign. I have a ditto. And when can chat get to play D&D with Mr. DM?
they can't. I can't play D&D on YouTube. That'd be very difficult. Wouldn't even know how to roll dice though. Do you know? I thought you had a pet in this one.
Nope.
But
He'd poison the pet if he had one. On the Sunday campaign.
I
That's
pet it.
kind of
It
why I've
dies.
avoided it. Kind of why I've avoided getting a pet in this campaign.
I don't even know what that says. Censor.
Sincere.
Anyway, I have a couple more questions, and then we grab Sleepy for finding out why 4th edition is not trash. Back it is. So, what has been your least favorite part of this campaign? In total, bar none.
This campaign specifically, or
Yes, this specific campaign.
oh, I don't know. I don't have much information to draw from since I'm so new and I came in like.
Oh, no, as personally, what is your personal least favorite thing?
I don't know if I don't. Okay, I don't think this is really the campaign. I think it's just the players. The fact that we all forget, where we are half the time. Like, so sometimes I'm like, oh, we're gonna do this as a group since we're all together, but everyone forgets where they are, what they have, if they have a pet that could have solved the situation and saved the death.
I feel as
But that's not the campaign.
I feel as if that was slightly pointed. I mean, just a little bit.
The thing is, I didn't forget. I never knew that it had the power to do that in the first place.
You didn't even tell me you had a pet. That would have been really cool. I would have been playing with it. No, in the game, the character, Tabby didn't know shit.
Well, I mean, if it was hanging around next to me.
You didn't describe it.
I didn't describe it.
You did not roleplay it. Oh my god. Anyway.
It was keeping a low profile in case things went bad.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of anything because I didn't really know much about Chad only because I came in the game almost, through the boss, when everything became like a boss level. So I can't, I lack information to answer that question properly.
Really? Like most people would just say like I died. It sucked.
I thought you were seeking like
No,
a review of your campaign, like what I didn't like about your campaign. I mean, yeah, it sucked to die, but it'd be like that.
It was literally just a question. Like
So fucking dice roller, not giving me good rolls. That's
that wasn't fun. The fact that the 2, he kept rolling a 2, I did not like that.
What about you, F? What's your least favorite part of this campaign? What's the one thing you have not enjoyed? Not the full campaign. I'm not looking for like an in detailed review of how shit I am as a DM. Jesus.
The bad dice rolls.
The bad dice rolls.
That's everything else has been fun.
I wasn't talking game mechanics.
I didn't know. I don't know what's
Stuff
happening.
that has happened in the campaign that you were like, damn it.
No, I mean, like, basically everything's been pretty fun. It's just getting screwed by the dice roll, so I couldn't save her. Especially the one time I finally get to use like one of these tools that I carry around and never do anything with. Haha! And the dice roll's like, "Oh, you think you're gonna do something with them, huh? No, you ain't." 2, 2, 3.
It was a 12, but because you're using dice and needed a 15, it doesn't count. Although I did realize something, and it's something that is slightly bugging me. And this one is on you. Like, I cannot take responsibility for this. Now, when I start the stream, I ask for introductions, and then I ask who's giving the recap. And if you're the first to introduce yourself, you have a chance to get inspiration. If you're the one that does the recap, you're pretty much getting inspiration. You have had inspiration for like 3 weeks. Now.
Yeah, and I never did it because
inspiration.
Because most of the time I don't remember what inspiration does.
Well, inspiration does one of 3 things. One, well, DM inspiration anyway. 1, you're guaranteed a pass. 2, you can roll a d4 and add that to your total. Or 3, you can roll at advantage. You currently have roll at advantage. You have had roll at advantage for like 5 weeks or so. So any of those rolls could have been done at advantage.
Damn it. What did I think of that?
Not to compare players or anything, but you know what Evie does? She types every fucking shit down so she knows everything she can do.
Yeah, well,
if you would just took notes, you would have known that you could have.
Oh no, it's right there on my character sheet. I just
my god,
forgot.
That makes it even worse. I wish I'd said that.
It's right there.
I knew the whole time I could have saved you. I just chose.
I did. No, the thing was, I didn't remember what inspiration did. So.
Then why'd you ask him? Why'd you ask?
It didn't count. Everything was like, it's like, oh my god, everything's happening so fast. I gotta roll again. I'm not thinking about that. It never occurred to me to even go, hey, wait a minute, I have inspiration. What does that do for me? It never even came into my head. That's the problem.
Is there anything?
I was so caught up in the moment, I wasn't thinking.
No, wait. Is there anything else that could have saved our lives that he just forgot to ask you what it does? Is there anything?
There was 3 things you could have done.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, you mean not touch the ring?
No, no. Besides that, like we're past that stage. But
Too late.
There's 3 things you could have done
before
you passed out, and then when you get brought back, and then before you passed out, and then when you get brought back. You were a wizard, Harry.
Yeah.
You have Ray of Frost. You have Claws. You also have you have magic.
Yeah, but
you could have removed it yourself.
How?
Well, Ray of Frost on it. Cool it down. You'd have taken a bit of damage from the frost. but it would have stopped the burning damage for at least 3 or 4 attempts. You have claws. You could have ripped it out.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
You didn't ask. You also
Oh
have
my-
a little bag of. You had a little bag of sand, and a
A
small
bag of
knife, and ink. I don't know why the ink's important.
I did have a knife. I knew the knife. I had the knife.
You almost drew the knife when you
I
made the
wanna
character.
draw the knife.
There is so
Damn.
much you could have done,
Oh my god.
especially with your like feline agility, proficiency at stealth skills, which includes sleight of hand. Like there was stuff that everyone could have done. The only
Damn.
person who couldn't have done anything was the people that were not there. And even then, half of them could have, like Jack, could have done wonders for making sure you died faster. He could have given you a high five, and that would have been that. End of story. But yes, there was a lot that could have been done. There's a lot that could have been done differently. All in all, it's almost as if, although it was all happening so fast, it's almost as if D&D doesn't stop deciding what you're gonna do. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a
It
learning
just seems so
experience.
immediate. I was like,
It's
oh.
a learning experience.
I'm like,
Um,
I kept thinking this next dice roll, that's going to be it. Come on. Like, come on. They can't all be like single digits. Come on. Damn it.
but they can, and they will.
Yeah, they can and they were.
So, do you have any campaign-based or D&D-based or personal-based questions for me?
No.
No, I don't think so. No.
I'll come up with some later. Can't think of it right now.
Usually, just like if something comes up, I might think of a question. But off the top of my head, I wouldn't know what to ask about.
It took took 3 of these podcast type deals before we managed to get to the end of the well, I've got one question left for both of you, but we got to almost the end of the questions, and nobody has mentioned the Wiz's fruit roll-up deck.
The wizard's what?
Oh, hail the conquering hero. Na, 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 na. So,
Wait, I have a question, a personal question.
okay.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
I'm noticing 2 things from what you're doing right now. One, it's not a question, and 2, the audacity. How dare I what? I've done a lot of things. You're going to have to clarify.
That was my question. Thank you.
Thank you, Greta.
I mean, to be fair, how dare you is actually a question. It's
It
just
is.
without
It is.
context,
I need
it makes no
context.
sense.
So, I have one final question for both of you. So, F, we'll start with you,
Oh, boy.
so that Michi can take time to actually think about.
Yeah, I need time to think.
Well, I didn't think you need time, but
I need.
it means you can also hit him for his answer, and we can all hear it. So,
All right.
right.
I'm
F.
moving the microphone closer.
If F starts shouting pineapple, we know why. F, you have your brothers and sisters surrounding you, including that frog one that you never really got on with because you can't really touch him. You have to kill one of them.
What if he already has?
Who are you going for?
I don't know.
Bear in mind, just to point this out, you have Dweeb, level 5 dwarf barbarian artificer. You've got Callisto, the level 5 grung cleric. You have Kara, the level 7 elf barbarian. You have Legion, the level 3 Geth cleric. You have to pick one.
I don't know. What about Renee? They've been in the bathroom for the last
They're not even there.
6 weeks. I might have put them out of their misery.
They never made it to the house.
All right.
So,
Oh, I don't know, man.
bear in mind that
I don't know. The easiest one to kill would be the Legion because they're only level 3.
So, is that your pick?
I don't know. It's like I like these people.
Yeah, you have to kill one of them.
Is this affecting the next week's campaign?
It
This
might
is
depend on the answers.
Or
It depends how much you entertain me.
oh my god!
Amuse me, No, this is.
I don't know.
This is
I know
just a
Callisto
question.
is the answer you want.
I know.
What?
I don't want any answer. Just who would
But
you go
what's
for?
the thing you need?
Who do you think you could beat in a one-on-one straight fight?
Oh, well, that goes back to saying that Legion, because Legion's only level 3,
Wow.
and everyone else.
Wait, the question is who do we think we could beat?
No,
Or
who would you? Who would you
Oh,
fight? Wait,
okay.
F. What level did you go through? You went to 3, didn't you?
I'm at 6 now because the cake. I ate the cake.
Yeah. So yeah, of all of them, Legion would definitely be the easiest one for you to one shot. Hardest would probably be Kara, as in level above you, as well as Barbarian. So you're only doing half damage at best. Callisto has got high AC because cleric, and all he has to do is like hug you, and you suffer. You've seen what an artificer can do, so even at level 5,
Yeah.
I
don't know what a battlesmith does, but specifically, but I mean, yeah.
And of course, Legion cleric, high AC, but is only level 3.
And since like my subclass is basically a apparently very terrible group buffer, I'm not going to help myself with that. So I would I'd have to pick off the level 3. That's all I got, man.
Okay. And what about you, Michi?
Okay, so I'm. If we're going by our levels, I can't kill nobody. I can only kill myself.
Well, that's
But
not true. That is not true.
really,
Well, let's see. You're at level 3.
yeah.
You have. Let's just compare you to. Yeah, you could probably take out Jack. You could probably kill Callisto.
Oh wow.
Quite easily, actually.
Okay, so I guess in terms of whoever's the easiest to kill, I guess I would kill that one. But if I had the ability to, I would just kill everyone except me, and then take everyone's shinies, and then just bring them back, and then just be like, "Wow, guys, I saved your lives," and then we would continue the adventure.
I see. Except there's stuff missing.
Yeah, I mean that could have just happened. You know, someone's got a mimic.
Yeah,
Mimic
happens.
ate it.
Dragon came by, took your stuff for his hordes. End of story.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Apparently, people got pets they forgot about. Their pet could ate it.
So I was just pondering upon a ponder. I think it may be Battlesmith that has it, but I know that one of the Artificer classes does gain access to a 15 and a 30-foot tall construct.
Oh shit!
Which means, yes, you could literally be walking around with a tiny Furby on your back, take it off, summon your construct, and you would have a 15 or a 30-foot construct.
Oh shit! What is it? The artificer can do that?
Yep.
Yeah,
I think that might be the battlesmith.
I guess that'll be my
That
next.
that does sound like the
So-
battlesmith.
Just again, your magic item does exist, and it's a class. All of your magic items tend to be classes, but yes,
Oh, okay.
I thought you might like to know.
Yeah, because now I know. I'll try to make that next time.
No,
Yeah, but the advantage of having it as a magic item instead of having to take that class is if it's a class that you don't want to play, you've got the magic item, you can do it.
That's true.
You could
You could
have a
just-
construct
you
as
could
a
just buy
cleric.
one. You could buy one from an artificer.
I could just buy one. Oh, okay.
Like it's
We
totally doable. So thank you very much for answering my long and drawn out questions.
You're welcome.
You're more welcome to stick around, and what I'll do is I'll bring Sleepy in to find out why 4th edition is not entirely bad.
Well, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna make food. I think Epp is gonna stay here, but I'm gonna make food because I just woke up and I'm hungry.
They're gonna make those sausages.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
The bangers.
I'm gonna make bangers and mash.
She went
Gonna
to
banger
a
and smash.
UK shop when she was back in New
UK
York
shop.
and
What the fuck
bought.
is a UK shop?
It's a little British shop, not a UK shop. A little British shop.
I am concerned. Right,
What?
bangers
Apparently-
are literally just sausages.
Yes,
Yeah.
I bought bangers.
Well, she also bought meat pies while she was
Yeah,
there.
no.
They're literally just a sausage. If you have a sausage, you have a banger.
Okay, it's the British kind. It's the
I
British
don't know what if
kind.
there's any actual difference.
Yes, there is.
But she bought those and she bought meat pies, which were really good.
Mm.
The steak and ale pie was the best.
Okay, can you move over so I can get up and get bangers?
Gonna have to have them listen to this.
Yeah, listen to
To
all of
this.
this.
Get off this bed.
Yeah.
So apparently, America has
No way
UK
off.
shops.
From the other side.
I'm guessing your mom.
I'm
It's
just imagining a
basically-
Spar or a fucking Scotland.
I'm guessing your mom.
But yes, so F, are you still Sleepy? Are you still with us?
I'm still here. Basically, it's
I'm
someone. It's basically an expat that lives in New York now, and so they decided to start, since they missed the food from home, they started a shop.
They should come home, try the food. They'll realize they don't miss it. So
They import a bunch of food, and they make some like meat pies and stuff.
don't need to import to meat pie. They're bugging me. Like that person needs to. Like, I want to have a word with that person. So, we're now joined by none other than Sleepy.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
No problem.
So, I believe the topic of discussion was going to be why 4th edition is garbage.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Are
lot of
pants going to be
people-
involved?
Always. Sometimes I may not be wearing pants right now, but that's nobody's business but my own. So 4th edition gets a lot of hate because 4th edition came out right around when the MMORPG got really big, and 4th edition took aspects of that for each of the classes, right?
Oh god.
So you had abilities you could use at will. You had abilities that you could use per battle, and you had abilities you could use per long rest. And it really simplified everything because D&D 4th edition was extremely combat oriented. Everything you got for your class was combat oriented. Role playing was between what you could do and rolling the dice.
So
But combat was combat.
basically, what you had was fighting, the boring talky bit, and fighting.
Hell yeah. 4th edition has 26 base classes.
Wow.
That's no subclasses right there. That's just the base classes.
How?
Yeah.
Why would you need that?
Customization.
But you can Really?
No, wait. It gets even better because when you hit level 20 in 4th edition, that's when you get your epic destiny. You could customize your class even further because 4th edition, you can go all the way to level 30.
Now, my experience with 4th edition is I was discussing this with a fellow GM. They were trying to explain, like, we had a guy who wanted to join a group using a 4th edition character. He wanted to port it over to 5th edition. He get told, flat, go fuck yourself. He's like, what?
It doesn't transfer
No,
at all.
It's the same way that 1 and 2, and 2 and 3, and 3 and 4, and 4 and 5. None of it transfers because of the amount of changes. A 5th edition character would, at level 1, would fucking decimate 1st and 2nd edition.
Oh yeah, I mean just health alone.
Yeah, it's like there was a lot of changes that made it completely unbalanced. Now, magic casters from 4th edition would beat a magic caster from 5th edition until you look at the damage of the spells. But for the majority, yeah, because of the whole once per battle, once per long, because of the way it was done. Now, the main thing I've heard about 4th edition is that it was too streamlined to allow anything besides just combat.
It was, yeah, it's very, very, very simplistic. Now, some things that it got right that I wish 5th edition had taken was advantage. Because advantage doesn't make a lot of sense in 5th edition. You just randomly get it sometimes, right?
Well, yeah.
In 4th edition, the way you got advantage was flanking enemies.
Yes.
Actual strategies in combat, which makes sense because if an enemy's distracted, you might have a bit extra.
Yeah,
and it's everything's really simplified.
No, I actually very much agree with that. My problem with flanking is, take this campaign. If Jack is standing in front of me and he has just swung at me and missed, I'm going to be far more concerned about Evie coming up to my left. She poses the bigger threat. 1, because she's bigger. 2, because she's a barbarian. And 3, because the little froggy fucker couldn't even touch me. So, the problem is, going too realistic, she wouldn't get advantage because she's the bigger threat, so that's the one I'm going for.
Yep.
Which doesn't really work in this kind of game because as soon as you start doing things realistically, people complain.
Yeah, but you got to remember this was back in the gap. We would have been playing this over AOL Instant Messenger.
My age.
Yeah. So
was this in between your shots of RuneScape?
Maybe. Maybe it was back when I was playing Ultima Online.
Oh no.
Oh man, I miss Ultima Online.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You missed the nostalgia. I promise you, you missed the nostalgia of it.
Yes.
You do not miss that.
It's pretty bad.
It's the same with RuneScape.
Oh yeah.
You also didn't have limits on attacks of opportunity.
Jesus.
You didn't just get one reaction. If people just kept flooding past, yeah, you could just keep swinging your weapon around.
Okay, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Me and you have talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
Puck.
Yeah.
Was Puck doable in 4th edition?
Yeah. Yeah.
To the
You'd have
same
massacred
extent.
people.
Level 1 can one-shot a Tarrasque.
Yeah, it would have been horrifying.
Because for those of you who don't know, Puck was a theoretical build, and I can't remember, was it 1st, 2nd, or 3rd? It was one of the earlier editions of D&D. It was a theoretical build because someone thought about it, built it, it got out, and if you showed up to your D&D table with that on your sheet, you were not welcome at that table. Now, bear with me 2 moments. I'm actually looking this up because if memory serves, I can't put my phone to the mind. If memory serves, Puck was built in such a way that at level 1, straight out the gate, like literally, you have just finished character creation, you could not only not be touched by anything, because you were unhittable. But yeah, you could one-shot the goddamn motherfucking Tarrasque because it took so many elements of the game and mashed them together because it could. Now, there was also the peasant railgun.
Love that.
I've heard of that.
It's yeah. Now, Puck could do that himself. The Puck build could literally peasant railgun someone from nothing. It had something to do with the fact that apparently throwing and catching with a certain build didn't count as an action or a bonus action. And of course, the way the peasant railgun, peasants throw a stone to each other, and it builds up speed somehow because the laws of physics don't work. So yeah, with Puck, you literally just threw a stone up and down until it had enough power, and then you used your action to launch it at someone. And of course, it hits for 50 million d6 damage, and everybody in a 15-foot square radius dies. So yeah, the problem they had there was there's people that have tried to remake Puck in every edition. The only one that I know of they have not been able to come close is 5th. It was specifically designed so that could not be done. Does 4th have the same sort of safeguards? The baby was crying.
Indeed.
Because the other one that I would like to do is I want to try and port things from Pathfinder.
Yeah, 4th edition doesn't have as many safeguards. Sorry, yeah, the baby's crying.
Oh, that's right. It's not
Yeah, 4th edition doesn't have a whole lot of safeguards, but they have a crap ton of stuff to work with. Like, you have so many monsters in 4th edition. Like, if you ever want to look up some extra random monsters, go check out 4th edition.
I have actually seen some things from 4th edition, including the highest CR rating known to mankind.
Yeah.
Now, the highest CR rating is literally a turtle. It's the turtle with the world on its back. It has a CR rating of 1,328. To put that in perspective, the Tarrasque has a CR rating of 30. An ancient dragon can go anywhere between 24 to 26. A gelatinous cube has a CR rating of 2. So you would literally need to be roughly level 1,200. Yeah, before you could even look at this thing. Now, it is the highest CR rating because they never gave stat blocks for gods. Because basically what they've said is, if you're up against a god, you have lost. Jack, what's your AC?
This is 17 or something.
Insta death. It's got like a plus infinity to hit and does infinity damage. Do you know what his AC is? Uncalculable. Do you know what his health is? It doesn't need health to get that much. Numbers are obsolete. And that goes for gods, to a degree demigods, and a couple other things.
So basically what you're saying is is it the people that made it looked at what other people had built for that and just went, rookie numbers?
No.
And then added more zeros.
Know how the ones that were looking at it going rookie numbers? They made demigods. The people that made the gods looked at the demigods and went, that's cute. Oh, that's adorable. And added so many zeros that literally they couldn't fit it on the page. So, War and Peace is just one of their stats. Just put a lot of zeros. I have a plus 20 gazillion to my hit. How much
That's
damage
rookie
do I do?
numbers.
especially if they do an unarmed strike. Oh, even worse, they use magic missile. But yes, it was made in such a way that gods could not be fought. If you fight a god, you have already died. There is ways to fight gods. There is stat blocks for weakened gods, but you could not realistically go up and fight a god, unless of course you had
Yeah.
a puck build. In which case, you would literally just say, "I continuously throw that stone for 15 days and nights." You would take all the levels of exhaustion, and then you would throw it on your deathbed, and you may damage it. You may piss off a god. Ain't gonna fucking die. Yeah, really shows you how strong Kratos was. But yeah, I'll have a look through the monster manual on 4th edition. I'm still trying to figure out how to port things from Pathfinder.
It is difficult, but I mean, some of the things in 4th edition are just interesting. I won't say it's the best edition. I'm not going to argue that, but it's not garbage. If you want to introduce someone to D&D in person, and you want to make it easy, 4th edition's the way to go. They literally have cards you can print out for your character, so you can see what they can do at certain levels.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah. I also like some of their races. Like a lot of the new races that are coming out for 5e are just taken from 4th edition.
I told that. I think they're supposed to be doing the same with classes at some point.
I would not blame them. I mean, I still want Shard Mine to come out. Those things are cool.
Right. One last quick question for you. Since F is here. 5 torches deep.
Why you making my baby cry with that?
Your baby was already crying.
She knew it was coming. What about 5 torches deep?
What advice would you give people that are starting 5 torches deep? Silence is worse than just saying don't.
I'm trying to pick something like I'm trying to pick something singular because 5 torches deep is difficult. Just good luck.
Well, there you have it, folks. 5 torches deep. Good luck. The reason I bring it up is me and F are, of course, starting a 5 torches deep campaign a week on Saturday. And
good luck, guys.
Yeah, and Michi too.
Pardon?
You running it?
Michi too.
It's not me that's running it. No.
Oh.
Do you remember Bruce?
Bruce is running it?
Oh yes.
Ask him if he has room for someone who can jump in and out. I want to see Bruce's world building.
Fire him a message. He's just finished all his moves and stuff, so I just.
Oh, good.
God. We've been set up for this for a very long time. Like a very, very long time. But what happened was me and Bruce are now switching out Saturdays. So I'll do one Saturday, i.e. this Saturday. He does the next week. And we switched. We decided we're going to do that. We had our session 0. And then Bruce had a 3-week hold because he had deadlines at work. We done the 3-week hold. And then he had another, this is 3 weeks. So due to his work moving him. So basically, we have had 6 weeks or so with our characters all set up, and we haven't even started yet. We're all very excited. Bruce did say we're all going to die, so
you gotta.
Well, I'm a mage.
Oh well. Goodbye.
And I have the second highest health
That's oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer chat's thing about CR ratings real quick if
Oh,
it hasn't been answered already.
no.
So CR ratings used to make sense.
They still make
CR
sense.
ratings, they don't anymore because it's so convoluted. It's supposed to be a 4 to 5 member party. You take the average level and you divide it by how many party members, and that's the CR rating you can give them to challenge them slightly. But depending on the monster, you could destroy someone with a really low CR rating, like a gelatinous cube.
Right. I will point out, I'm not going into too much detail, but I do an arena for Tuesday and Saturday where they can go out of the campaign and just, fight something. Now, they can get rewards for it, and there's no risk. They don't lose their character, they don't die and lose all the stuff. There is no risk to it. So, I was asked to run it yesterday before our session, and I did. Jack can contest how that went. So,
It's quite fun.
yeah, not everyone does so. But, yeah. So, I have a party of 5, all at level 10. At level 10, they were looking for 300 gold apiece. So, it was going to be a challenge, since they're getting something for nothing. So, they ended up with a challenge rating of 13.
Oh no.
They got a Storm Giant. Now, Storm Giant that I had reduced the health on by a substantial amount so that they could win. It wasn't going to be easy, but they could win. So, Jack,
Mm-hmm.
since you're about to find out anyway, Storm Giant actually has 230 health, not the 130 that you took off. But yeah, so I completely blanked on how hard they actually hit. And 2 of the party went down. The whole combat only lasted 2 rounds. And the party won. But yeah, so a CR rating of 13 that does 6d6 plus 9 or 4d12 plus 9 for standard attacks. That's a sizable chunk. But that's something that a group of 5 like level 13 should be able to take down easily.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
the CR rating for that one, to me, makes sense. And then there's the one that all of my parties have had to deal with because I hate them all equally. No, that's the thing. No. You might some of you will remember them fondly, others not so fondly. Shadows?
I hate shadows. I hate
So-
shadows.
Shadow has a rating of 1/2. 1/2. That is literally not even level 1. But it has it has resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. It is immune to necrotic and poison. And it cannot be exhausted, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, poisoned, restrained. So yeah. Oh, and of course it drains your strength. So you could have 100 health. It just needs to chip away at 1d4 for a maximum of 20, and you're dead. No saving throws. No nothing. And that is half a fucking challenge rating. That is bullshit. So yeah, challenge ratings don't mean fuck all. Except one. There's one challenge rating that I will always agree is 100% correct. Jack, this one's just for you.
Just for me.
Yeah, just for you. What do you think the challenge rating is on a grung?
Challenge rating on a grung is like 1 or something, is it not?
1/4.
1/4.
It's not even 1. Grung. Oh, but the Grung Elite Warrior has a challenge rating of 2. And half the
Like I
stats
said-
of a gelatinous cube.
Like I said, I agreed with you when you said grung were not a great race, but it's the challenge of making it work that makes it worth playing.
Oh yeah, it's worth playing, but it's worth playing because it's a trash race. It's fun. You're an uphill battle that is achievable because you can jump.
Indeed.
But yes, so what we'll do is we will end it there since it's almost at 2 hours. And thank you all very much for joining me.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Next, at some point on
Sorry for
Saturday.
interrupting.
No, don't be sorry. Glad to have you. And on Sunday's session, I will put out for volunteers for Beat the Meat.
Okay. As long as I'm not working at 6 in the morning, I'm always game.
Yeah. Well, if you're working at 6 in the morning, you would only have to stay awake for 2 more hours and then go. But yes, where it will not just be questions, but I'll be giving you scenarios and fun bits and all that usual stuff. Now that everyone knows who the fuck you are, they can find out how long it takes you to break. I mean, have fun. Totally meant have fun. But yeah, so I will ask on Sunday, see if anyone's interested, and hopefully that'll be at some point next week. Of course, we've got the game on Sunday. I am streaming Payday with Pinky Boy on Friday, I think. it is.
Saturday. Yeah, Friday. Because
Friday.
I'm doing Breath of the Wild on Saturday. So yeah, Friday.
So we will be over on his channel since I can't actually stream games for some godforsaken reason. And yeah, I think that's about it. So, thank you all very much for watching, and for those of you watching later, hello there. Well, goodbye there. Yeah. Anyone got anything to say?
I do not.
All right.
This is Jack with Gaming Kin. Don't kill yourself.
You may have friends somewhere.
Don't die like a bitch.
Right. 5, 4, 3,